Sweden's 5-1 demolition of Tunisia should have been remembered as a routine World Cup statement, but instead one silent moment turned Yasin Ayari into the most talked-about name of the match. Because right after scoring his first World Cup goal, he didn't celebrate at all. No roar, no sprint, just a raised hand almost like an apology. And in a stadium full of noise, that silence felt louder than the goal itself. It all started early at the Estadio Monterrey World Cup match, where Sweden came out pressing with intent. A shot from Victor Gyökeres was blocked inside the box and the rebound dropped perfectly to a young midfielder making his mark on the world stage. Yasin Ayari didn't hesitate. One clean volley, one sharp finish, and the ball was past Tunisia's keeper Abdelmouhib Chamak before the defense even reset. A dream start. A World Cup debut goal. The kind of moment players imagine their entire lives. But what happened next changed everything. Instead of running toward the corner flag, Ayari slowed down. He lifted both hands toward the stands. No smile, no celebration, just a quiet gesture of apology toward the Tunisian fans watching behind the goal. And instantly, confusion spread. Fans online started asking the same question. Why does a player score on the biggest stage of football and react like that? Was it respect, was it pressure, or was there something deeper we didn't know? Because the answer wasn't in the goal, it was in who Ayari is. Born in Sweden, raised in Solna, but with deep Tunisian roots through his father Atsuz Ayari, he has always existed between two identities. Two flags, two expectations, one career. And that internal conflict became very real when he had to choose his international future. Before the 2022 World Cup, Tunisia reportedly opened the door for him to switch allegiance. A chance to represent his father's homeland on football's biggest stage. But Ayari made a different decision. He committed to Sweden. His reasoning was simple but powerful. He felt Swedish. He grew up in Sweden. And he wanted to give back to the country that developed him as a player. Even his father publicly supported that choice, saying he should represent the country that shaped his life. And yet football doesn't erase emotion that easily. Because across the touchline, even Tunisia's coach Sabri Lamouchi acknowledged the situation with respect. No anger, no controversy, just understanding. He knew the story behind the player. But the match wasn't finished writing Ayari's script. Later in the game he struck again. This time it was different. A long-range effort curled perfectly into the corner, and this time there was no hesitation. He slid on his knees, cupping his ear toward the Swedish fans behind the goal. Full emotion, full release, no restraint, two goals, two completely different reactions. And that's what makes the moment unforgettable. Because was the first silence about respect for a country he still loves, or the quiet weight of a decision he can never undo? Sweden may have won 5-1. But Yasin Ayari's story from that night proved something bigger. Sometimes, the most powerful moments in football aren't the goals you score, but the emotions you refuse to show.